Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is a quick little tutorial on how to make this gift card holder. This is originally Bass Pro Shop's design, I guess. And I took this apart to get some dimensions and whatnot. And as you can see in my default photo, it's super cute little like shopping bag. First thing you're going to need 11.5 piece of paper by 8 1/4 inch piece of paper, and you're going to want to save this scrap big piece if you're cutting from a 12 by 12. Next, on the long side, where's my score thing? You are going to, let me turn it around so you guys can maybe see on the white. You're going to score it at 4 inches, 4 3/4 inch, 5.5, 9.5, 10 1/4 inch, and then score it lastly at 11 inches. Okay, so you'll see your 6 score lines on there. Then you're going to flip it the other way, and you're going to score at 1 3/8 inch, and then at 4 3/8, but you're not going to score down the entire way. You're only going to score to the last score line that you see right here at this top half of the paper. So 1, 2, 3 score lines in. You're going to just score it to that. Okay, and then you're going to want to score it again on this other half down here. So to do that easier that way, you're gonna just flip the paper around, you know. So 4 3/8 and score it to that third score line. So once you do that, this is what your score lines look like on that 4 3/8 mark. You're gonna have it like this. You're gonna skip this part. I did try to score this to see if the project would work that way, and it does not work out. So don't score this middle section. As you can see, I just continued down on the other half. Okay, so continuing down. So that was the 4 3/8 mark. Now you're gonna score at 5 5/8 and 5 7/8. Whoop. Okay. So that's that for now. Now with your paper looking like this, with those 2 skinny score lines at the very top, you are going to cut this square out right here in the very corner. Then you're gonna go over 2 score marks right here, and you're gonna just cut a straight line up. There's a big giant line right here, your first score line. Then you're gonna come over here, and you're gonna cut right here. And then you're gonna skip that middle score line, and then you're going to cut, whoa, sorry guys, I can't cut very straight, like that. So here's your paper looking at it long ways. You're gonna cut this little square out. You're just gonna cut straight up this line, cut straight up this line, cut straight up this line. And these very last 2 pieces, you can, this is just like decorative purposes. You can, I think it's called miter the corners, because this will be your bottom flap of the gift bag, which nobody's gonna see. But you can do that last piece right here if you want to. Then moving along over here up top, so that those score line that didn't go all the way through, you're gonna cut along that score line, and then you're gonna cut all the way up the other score line. So that'll be your third score line in to cut this big rectangle out, and then the same thing on the other side. So that score line that did not go all the way through, you know, it stopped right here. Right where it stopped, you're gonna go up and cut that up. So you're cutting out these 2 giant rectangles. Okay, so now your little box looks like this. Rectangle cutout, rectangle cutout, rectangle, slit, 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 the two, you know, fancy slits. So now I'm just gonna fold everything on my score lines. Okay, so now you're going to put like a glob of glue on this middle flap right here, just to pull these flaps in. So you're going like this, kind of like making a box. Right there. And again, just dollop of glue. You can use tape runner, whatever you prefer. And you're turning this little flap up and in. Like so. Next, this little flap right here, I'm gonna do that part. Again, you can use score tape. I like hot glue because it's instant. Let's see. Okay, right there. So now it looks like I have a box. At the very bottom, your little fancy mitered edges if you want. If you did do that step, just gonna fold it up. So now you have your fancy bottom of the gift bag, your little box. Now at the very top of your box, you're just gonna push those edges in to kind of start making that, and pinch them, you know, when they're down, because it'll start making that bag shape. Remember, that crease isn't gonna go all the way down because it's just supposed to stay like this. You're kind of just shaping it like that, like a gift bag, okay? So here's the box, the little lid to your little bag, which is so cute. Before you cut anything for the next step, get your scrap piece of paper that I said to save. And you're gonna cut that down to 5 inches by, I think it might already be there. Okay, so 3 3/4 inch at that length. Okay, so now that little paper, on the long side, the 5-inch side, you're going to score it at 1/2 inch and 3 5/8. 3 5/8. Okay, now you're done with your cutters and scoreboard. So the little tiny flap, actually, I think I want the inside to show, yeah. So you're just gonna fold these in, pattern paper up, because you'll see this where the gift card is, and fold them in kind of like doors or windows like this, and crease it really good, because this is gonna hold the gift card. Not really hold it, but keep it where it needs to be. Okay, then get your little gift card box, and it's gonna slide in with this little tab going on the inside. And this flap right here, you're going to hot glue or score tape, again, depending on what you're using. And you're gonna line it up at the very top of your bag and kind of center it best you can. So there we go. So now it's just glued right there on that little flap. Okay, so this little flap part, sometimes it works best in the front section of the bag. So if you're looking at the bag bird's eye view, this front section versus the back. So you would slide it in like this, you know, and when you close the bag, it looks like this. I did use a really thin cardstock, like this is kind of flimsy. So I would recommend using like a thicker cardstock, not like 110 pound, but just like the cardstock that feels sturdy, you know, like the single sheets and whatnot. Anyway, so it's like cracking right there at the edge, but this is just for a tutorial. So when it's closed, once you open it, the gift card pops up. Let me show you guys. So there's the little ledge. Your gift card would kind of just sit on there nicely. Pop in this front part. So here's your thing. You open it up, and there it is. The gift card slides up out of the lid as you're opening it, so it like pops out. But before we do all that, these are from the dollar store. I'm gonna say like Dollar Tree. They're little Velcro circle dots. And I'm gonna stick it on the very front part of this lid. Don't go too far down because you're not gonna have enough room right here. So I'm just placing it there. And then to make this an extra step cuter, I'm gonna get some pearl trim. You can use any trim, any string, or no string at all. Or you can use ribbon to make it more baggish looking, then like this will kind of look pursish. Pursish, is that such a thing? Just a little bit of glue. Okay, so I glued those two little pieces down right here behind that inner flap. Where's my makeshift gift card? Gift card right here. It's in that first section of the gift bag. And it slides down and it Velcros. How cute is that? And like I said, if you use ribbon, like this one just had like some neoprene looking line. You could add a little tag like this, a little hanging element to make it look, you know, more masculine card. And then this one I did kind of like purse style. It opens up, whoop, there's the gift card. The gift card just like peekaboos in and out, love that. And then another step you can do if you don't like the square edge look is you can use your corner punch to round the edges just to give it a more so yeah, there we go, more finished look. You could use like fancy scissors, whatnot. So yeah, that's a little gift card holder. And this guy, when it's assembled, about 4 inches tall and about 1.5 inches wide. Super cute, right? And then you can embellish it, like put birthday, you could write a little note behind the gift card and whatnot. So yeah, that's my quick and easy little tutorial from being inspired by this Bass Pro Shop one. All right, I will catch you guys on the next crafty video. Bye.